The badge felt lighter in my hand than it should have. Cheap plastic. Expensive silence. She leaned back in my chair, legs crossed, smile rehearsed. The boardroom glass reflected her perfectly, polished, untouchable, a CEO molded by inheritance and applause. "You have 10 minutes to clear your desk," she said. "Security will escort you." Around us, people avoided eye contact. Fingers hovered over keyboards that no longer mattered. I smiled. It surprised her. It surprised me too. The notification buzzed in my pocket. One line, automated, calm, replication complete, switch armed. I met her eyes. "You have exactly 10 minutes," I said softly, "before the servers I own stop processing your transactions." Laughter rippled across the room. Her laugh was the loudest, sharp, confident, a blade she'd used all her life. She waved a dismissive hand. "You're obsolete." I placed the badge on the table. It made no sound. 5 hours later, my phone rang again. Different tone this time. Private number. Desperate breathing. Her father's voice broke through the static. The founder, the man whose portrait watched over the lobby like a god who'd retired too late. "Please," he said, "come back." I looked at the city below my window. Everything running, everything connected. I let it ring. The betrayal didn't begin in that room. It never does. It started months earlier, quietly. A calendar invite I wasn't copied on. A security override request approved without my signature. Budgets rerouted. Access levels shifted. I told myself it was growth, transition, legacy stepping aside. Then came the smile. She'd started smiling at me differently. Less warmth, more measurement, like I was inventory. Her father still trusted me. That was the problem. I'd built the infrastructure when the company was nothing but ambition and caffeine. I designed the fail-safes, the redundancies, the quiet clauses buried in contracts no one read because they trusted me. She didn't. She wanted a clean throne, no witnesses to how fragile it really was. I realized the truth during a quarterly review. She presented numbers that couldn't exist without my systems she'd quietly reassigned ownership of. On paper, I was already gone. I felt it then. Not anger, not fear, replacement. That peculiar grief when you understand you were never a partner, just a tool with an expiration date. I watched her shake hands, accept praise, speak my language badly but confidently. The room applauded. I joined them. Inside, something cold unfolded, calculated, patient. I stopped asking questions. I started counting minutes. I moved like nothing was wrong. Same coffee, same nods, same late nights. I let her think I was compliant. I let her believe I was tired. At night, I audited. I traced the paper trail she thought was airtight. Shell companies, board votes rushed through under emergency clauses. Her signature everywhere. His absence louder than any denial. The servers were the key. They always are. Physical ownership buried under a subsidiary registered to a trust I controlled, a relic from the early days when trust was cheaper than lawyers. I ran simulations, quiet ones. What happens when transaction verification pauses, when ledgers desynchronize, when compliance flags bloom like mold? Chaos doesn't arrive screaming, it arrives politely. In emails, in error logs, in regulators asking gentle questions. I timed it. 10 minutes wouldn't break the company. 5 hours would bleed it. I watched her posture, the way she spoke over people, the way she dismissed warnings that didn't flatter her narrative. She never once asked me how the systems worked. That was my proof. I scheduled my termination myself, let HR think it was their idea. Let security rehearse. When the day came, I felt calm. That scared me most. Her laughter died an hour after I left. The first call came from finance. then legal, then compliance. Transactions queued but didn't clear, payments pending, partners nervous. She tried to override. She couldn't. I received the alert while cooking dinner, stirring slowly. Precision matters. At hour 3, the founder stepped in. He always did when things went wrong. He always assumed he could fix them with authority and memory. He called me. I answered. "I need you to explain what's happening," he said, already knowing. I sent him the documents, ownership, clauses, his signature from 15 years ago, trusting me to guard what his daughter never understood. Silence, then quietly, "She fired you." "Yes." "She said you were obsolete." I waited. "She didn't know," he whispered. "No," I said. "She didn't ask." They brought me back to the boardroom at hour 5. Her face was pale now, the smile gone. Power looks different when it's unplugged. Her father stood beside her, smaller than his portrait. "I can fix this," I said, "in minutes." She swallowed. "Do it." I looked at her, really looked. The ambition, the entitlement, the fear finally visible. "No," I said. The word landed harder than any threat. I turned to him. "I'll transfer control back to the trust. You'll step down. She'll never touch operations again." "And you?" he asked. I picked up the badge, still sitting where I'd left it. "I walk." Her mouth opened, closed. She had nothing left to leverage. I restored the servers remotely, watched the green lights return. Then I left. I don't miss the company. I miss who I thought they were. Betrayal clarifies things. It strips away illusion, leaves only math and motive. They survived. Of course they did. Money always does. I took my time back, my silence, my name. Sometimes power isn't winning, it's refusing to be owned again. The city keeps running, just not because of me anymore.